in a rural area, and so we had a lot of.
We're having a few traffic problems today. Having a little bit of difficulty getting out of my neighborhood. So we're trying to get out of here, but we're trapped in northwest Portland at the moment. So we're going to come down here a bit and see if we can... Oh no! What's all going on here now? Jesus. God damn, you can't get anywhere in this city. What's all this? This is timbers. Crying out loud, man. Look at this mess here. So no wonder everything's all jammed up. You can't get through. Timbers. Look at the size of that. What are they? What is that? Some kind of a... Look at that dish they have over there. Oh, there it goes. Well, we'll get there eventually, hopefully. I mean, looks like we got a little bit of a traffic pedestrian problem here. Yeah, getting out of northwest Portland, boy, can really not be an easy job. Wow, look at all the people around here. Are you going straight? Hopefully he's going straight. Come on, yeah, good. Go across. Alright, if we can just get through this little spot here, we can get out of town. Look at this, look. We are having problems, Houston. Look at this, can you believe this? Wow, there's just mayhem around here. Let him go. There you go, buddy. Okay, we'll get out of here. What are these? Don't. How am I gonna get? Okay, we're out. Woo. Look at this. What the hell's going on here? Alright, we made it out of town. Wow. What in the... So no wonder I can't get out of here. What is this, the World Cup of soccer happening or something? I'll be alright. There's our famous Mac Club where all the rich and famous go to hang out. Alrighty, I think we're almost there. We're almost to the exit here. Whee! I couldn't get out 21st. I couldn't get out 22nd. But I did get out 20th. This is 20th. But I went right into the middle of the crazy ass timbers, crazy shit. Wow. Alright, well, what time is it here? We're just right on time, actually. The time point for my bus is actually 5:16, right here at 20th and Jefferson, which is right there. And I don't believe he's there yet, so as long as I'm ahead of him, I'm okay. Alright, as we now get to another Friday. It's still cloudy out here. Wonderful afternoon. And let's see, you know, I've been watching, you know, I watch a lot of Alex Jones and Gerald Celente, Max Kaiser, Russia Today, Al Jazeera. I watch a lot of alternative media. I don't watch any network news, of course. I will watch local news once in a while, just because that's, you know, even though it's just basically like People basically you're watching People Magazine when you're watching local news. But it can be kind of fun in its own way. Dude, what the heck is that plane going? See that up there? That is not going towards the airport. What is that? What is that? Biplane? Huh. All kinds of interesting stuff going on around here. Can you see that? What is that plane? Is that a plane or yeah? What's he doing? That's a prop. Yeah, I'm watching all of the alternative media, and the Occupy Wall Street movement, you know, is in full blast right now, and they all come back to one thing, you know, the elite, the power elite, and their manipulation of the rest of it, the 1%, the 1% manipulating the 99%, which is what is really happening. I mean, and I marvel really at my experience at TriMet, which really is, it really is the personification of all of that right here in the transit district. Really, it is actually the same exact thing that they're all talking about. It's absolutely the same experience. You know, we have this tiny minority of people that are deciding for the rest of the Portlanders and people that live here what's going to be and how it's going to be, without any concern for how we feel about it. And it holds true for me too. I mean, I have this management who, well, you know, you work there, you can't say anything bad, right? Well, I don't mean to say anything bad, but you know, I feel like in my own little way, I give a voice to the passengers that I have known. I've worked since I've been here. I've worked directly with the passengers that have been hit by this organization, losing their Sunday service, losing their nighttime service. You know, the people that actually have suffered at the hands of the TriMet management, as well as myself. Now, you know, I'm paying $330 a month for my health insurance. I only made $35,000 last year here, which is not exactly a huge sum of money. But for one person, it's fine. You know, I don't have any family, and I don't have any material goals. So what I'm trying to get at is the experience I have at TriMet is like a microcosm of the rest. Hey, is that my bus? That must be. Is that Andy? It's the first time I've actually been behind my bus ever. Yeah, it is. It's Andy. That's my bus. He's right on time today. A microcosm of the government in general, bullying the rest of us. And even in my grievance, you know, I'm at home doing my little silly hobby, which basically nobody really cares about. You know, I have very limited exposure most of the time. Occasionally it'll be a high-profile incident, I'll have information, whatever. But basically nobody gives a shit what I'm doing, and not that many people actually really follow me. And why would they? Who cares about a transit bus driver? Nobody. But even on this level that I'm at, I can see the power of the elite dominating the power of myself, for example. How I'm powerless in the face of the elite. It's the exact duplicate of what the Wall Street demonstrations are. It's like those people controlling my life, whether I like it or not. You know. And in the case of the grievance, of course, they've gone way outside of their limits to stop that particular behavior. They've violated their own rules as well as Oregon state law, and they just do what people do. They ignore the parts of the regulations and the laws that don't support their particular point of view. then they only give any credibility to the law or regulation or parts of what that letter, the letter I have. They'll take the sentence, and I was at the meeting, and I know what the truth of that letter, the first letter, not the second letter. It was strictly about me operating my video camera around here with not telling people about audio or video. That was what it was about. And they know that's the truth of the matter. And I know that's the truth of the matter. But they can just ignore the truth and go ahead and pursue this baloney against me and tie me up. Now, even if I win in the arbitration, which should be a sure thing, really, but I don't know, I don't know if the executive board will approve it or whatever. I don't even know if it's worth fighting, because it's irrelevant, really. Their whole fight is irrelevant. It's just a power trip, man. They don't want, McFarland doesn't want anything bad being said about his little lovely transit agency, especially from inside. And I'm the only operator that has any kind of a public voice here. The union is pretty much in cahoots with the company. The union really has fallen down for us as far as I'm concerned. I mean, unless John wins that, if John wins the arbitration, then, we can all have egg on our face. Because if he wins, you have to give him credit for engineering it. There's no other way around it. He will be the engineer of the victory, if that's what ends up happening. And if we actually win that arbitration, it's going to be hard to say John doesn't know what he's doing anymore, because that's the whole ball of wax right there. Really, I mean, that's what it's all about, is the contract. And if he actually comes out on top on that, then where are we against John? I mean, I'll have a lot of people that won't be happy about me saying that, but it's true. I mean, where would we criticize John if he is the victor in the arbitration? If we got the contract the way that he wanted it, how are we able to say John didn't do his job? Well, he did do his job. Okay, he's power hungry and mismanaged this and that and the other, but on the big issue of the contract, he's already won the first one, and he most likely will win the second one. Of course, we'll see more stories about bad bus operators while that's going on. There's not that much traffic today. When he wins the second one, and if he does win the contract, it's going to be hard not to vote for John, really. I mean, really, because that's the big issue, right? Is the contract. Everything is supposed to stay the same. And anybody who, a TriMet watcher, knows that their pleading poverty at TriMet is nonsense. It's nonsense. They've got plenty of money over there. They're just jumping on the Scott Walker bandwagon and the financial austerity bandwagon. And so the power elite is taking out their shit on the Portland community by the bus cuts, etc., foisting us with this rail that nobody really actually needs. I guess it helps developers, I guess. I'm not even convinced it does that. And cutting bus service, cutting our health insurance, cutting everything else. In the meanwhile, expanding the bureaucracy to unbelievable, even beyond what Fred Hansen had here. I mean, how many pencil necks do they need in this place? It's just unbelievable. It's shocking the amount of bureaucrats they have here that are not directly involved in operating a transit vehicle.